Welcome to Binge or Cringe, the show where we rate jokes and we see if it's good enough to binge or if it's cringe. Okay, you get the point. Today's episode, we'll be reacting to a variety of Jewish jokes. Will these jokes be entertaining or will they be just unoriginal and kind of cringe? Let's find out.
A brief statement that I prepared.
Okay.
I denounce anti-Semitism in all its forms. And I stand with my friends in the Jewish community.
This is so
and
brave.
That, Kanye, is how you buy yourself some time. Well, I've been to Hollywood. I don't want y'all to get mad at me. I'm just telling you. I've been to Hollywood. This was just what I saw.
Okay. I actually have never been to Hollywood.
It's a lot of Jews.
There are. There's a lot of Jews.
Like a lot.
What do you mean by that?
But that doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? There's a lot of black people in Ferguson,
yeah.
Missouri. Doesn't mean we run the place.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like we're doing anything, you know? We're just vibing. Binge. Dave Chappelle gets the binge. Dave Chappelle's amazing. He's a great comedian. Great jokes, great stage presence, and he executed it perfectly. That is how you properly diss on the Jews.
Dave Chappelle's SNL monologue sparks backlash as being anti-Semitic. Chappelle should proceed with caution, though, as by upsetting both the transgender and Jewish communities, he's made enemies of the two groups that are willing to take a knife to their genitals.
Wait, hold on. I mean, the joke was all right, but why is there one guy just screaming? That one guy screaming is funnier than all of that. That gets a binge, but only because of that guy.
No, obviously we're Jews. Look at my name, David Rose. Obviously Jews. Do we have any Jews here? All right. Good. You've learned not to identify yourselves in public. Well done. Good Jews.
Okay.
Good.
That was good. It wasn't original per se, and the whole name correlating to Jewishness is kind of an overdone joke. So I'm gonna give it a cringe just for that. There's no hate towards him per se. I just heard the Jewish name bit over and over.
Oh, you're Jewish and Iranian. First of all, that's a tough one, guys. Oh, that's a rough one, dude.
Yeah, it's an odd mix.
Because you got no place that's like home outside of Beverly Hills.
Okay, that was good. Now, I love Andrew Schultz. He's always a binge, but in this context specifically, I'm giving him a cringe because I expect a better Jewish joke than the Hollywood stuff. It is crowd work, so it kind of came from the spot, but, I'm sorry, okay? Sue me, I'm sorry. Oh, I'll probably sue you first.
Found out, and this is true, if your mother is Jewish, then you are Jewish. Did you guys know that? It's true.
Wow, I never heard.
You know that. Are you Jewish?
I'm being mean.
There you go. So my mother is adopted. So we don't know if she's Jewish. So
he sounds like Jonah Hill.
What is called a maybe Jewish. That's my ethnicity. I'm a maybe Jewish.
Nah, you're Jewish. That's what this is. I'm sorry. Even if you aren't, you are. Come on, man. Just look at you. I mean, look at me. Obviously, I am, but look at you. Come on, bro. Come on. You look more Jewish than I do.
And so now I am going to tell some Jewish jokes, and maybe that's offensive and not okay, or maybe it's fine.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Let's see where this goes.
So, this Jewish man is struck by a car, and the paramedic is loading him into the ambulance and puts him on the stretcher. He says, "Are you comfortable?" And the Jewish man says, "I make a good living, yes."
Okay.
Why do Jewish women love Chinese food so much? Because wonton spelled backwards is not Nell. Hey, you're laughing at my mother, okay? Maybe
I don't know.
I do that joke in Charlotte, and before I could make the punch, I go, why do Jewish women love Chinese food so much? And the guy in the front goes, 'cause it's cheap!
Yeah, that's funny.
I don't think you get what we're doing here, exactly.
Nah, I give that a cringe, I'm sorry. And by the way, this should come at no offense to any of these stand-up comedians that I rate. This is solely for the one Jewish joke in this specific context. I know what they do, they're probably great guys, so don't send them any hate.
What's a Jewish person's favorite type of party?
What? Please tell me.
A pity party.
That's cringe, I'm sorry.
That wasn't funny.
I don't think so, no.
It wasn't offensive. No, it wasn't offensive. It's just like, I'm obviously going to be more strict than the people watching this because I've heard these jokes a lot more than you probably would have. So if I'm being a little strict, now you know why.
What's the difference between a potato and a Jewish boy? The potato keeps its skin.
I thought it'd be like you'd rather have a baked potato. That is pretty good, huh?
That's sort of funny. It's a dick joke.
I'll give it
So
a
that
binge,
works.
though.
You're funny.
Because of my joke.
Why is Israel so obsessed with the West Bank?
Money is going to
Because
be
it's
money.
the only bank they don't fully control.
That's kind of a cringe. I'm sick of the bank jokes, you know? If you make a bank joke, let it be good, let it be original. What did Jerry Seinfeld say? His was more Holocaust style, but he said if you make a Holocaust joke, it better be so damn funny, you know? Like,
Don't know much about banks.
this guy just doesn't
If
know
you think
anything.
concentration is hard in this day and age of social
Okay,
media,
it's gonna be a camp joke.
try being a Jew in the 1940s.
Yikes.
For someone that's never heard a Jewish joke, they'd probably be like, whoa, that is so dark. But that's literally like my TikTok comment section.
Why don't Jewish people change their gender?
Why? Please.
Because
tell
they
me.
can't claim it back on tax.
Cringe. Come on. Really? Am I like out of the ordinary here? Like, I've heard all these jokes before. Give me the juice. I want the juice. Give me the juice.
She didn't like that
That was
one.
better than whatever this is.
Why don't Jewish people blink?
Why, please?
Okay, this one will definitely cross the line.
Because every time they do, they have a tiny nightmare about the Holocaust.
What? That was just a stretch. Like, I don't know, like, it wasn't, like, offensive either. It's just, like, there's too far of a stretch. You went too quickly to the Holocaust. There should be more, like, a slight build-up. I was expecting better, not gonna lie. No offense to her, I don't know who she is.
Oh, she laughed at that one.
Definitely over the line.
Yep.
Yeah.
The other bald guy's like, he will not
What do
take it.
Jews and the fat kid in school have in common?
What?
They both have a bad time at camp.
Okay, that one's better. That's one of the better camp jokes we heard this video. I'll give that a binge.
Yeah, it's over the line.
He's just saying it's over the line for every single thing. He just will not take it.
Yeah, that's good.
What does Israel and leukemia have in common?
Leukemia?
They're both responsible for killing innocent children.
Oh, that's wrong.
Based. That was a good one. That was really good. That's not really Jewish oriented though. That's Israeli, but you know what? It's good. I can't decide whether to give her overall a binge or a cringe, so I'm gonna give her a yeah. It's a nice Jewish sound for you.
Have you ever seen any anti-Semitism that's so shocking you don't really actually know what to do with yourself? Like someone once said to me,
one time this guy drove by and like he yelled the K word at me and then like he would drove off and then like I continued on with my day. You could either whine about it all day or you could just kind of feel bad and move on with your life. And a lot of Jews do, and then they became rich, so yeah, us, I guess.
I slept with a man recently and afterwards he told me I was his first Jew, which was very weird to me because I hadn't told him I was Jewish. And I thought the whole thing was very strange because I thought it was an unfinished sentence. It's like, the first Jew you what? Ever let live after sex? To be honest, I'm suspicious either way. I may be the first entry, but it still sounds like a list.
Okay, I mean, that's a reach. I mean, a list, like Schindler's List or some shit, but that's a good thing. It means you're surviving. I feel like a lot of Jews take some things way too close to heart, and like, what I try to do is like show that there are Jews that could take jokes. I mean, we're the ones that write them. I mean,
my mum didn't want me to become a classic Jewish girl, so she sent me to a Catholic primary school. And the head teacher said to me, you still have to sing all of the hymns, but you can just miss out the word Jesus. That's like a Pitbull song without the word bitch.
It seems like you can do a lot
I mean,
of
hey,
things.
it's nice of her
all
to
the
say.
things you can do. Which thing can you do the most? Oh, that's easy. No.
holy shit. What the? Money just spawned in my pocket. How'd that happen? Having a Gila to a Jew is like those snake music guys that summon the snakes.
We were on our way to Anne Frank's house. We got a bit lost, so we asked the passerby, excuse me, do you know where Anne Frank's house is? And this 95-year-old lady looked me dead in the eyes and said, Anne Frank, lived her all my life, never heard of her. So there are two options here with this lady.
Damn.
Holocaust denier.
Yep.
Or she is Anne Frank.
Oh shit, new Anne Frank lore.
People always ask me, why don't you do more jokes about circumcision? I just think it's too sensitive.
I've heard better circumcision jokes. I feel like there's many other punchlines they could have done. There's a classic one that you don't pay the Jew that circumcises you because they keep the tips.
We have a joke about foreskin, but we have no more time left, so I'm gonna have to cut it.
Okay, that one was fine. Even if some were like a little cringe, overall it gets a binge. And now things are gonna get crazier because we're entering the speed round. We're gonna get a bunch of rapid clips of Jewish jokes throughout random television history, and we're gonna quickly say binge and cringe. Bam.
Welcome back, Mr. Disney.
Are the Jews gone yet?
No.
Put me back in. Last week on Larry King Live, Marlon Brando made the shocking statement that Hollywood is, quote, run by Jews.
No.
In response, outraged Jewish organizations made it snow in New York in April.
The setup of the joke is it's a Jew joke. Okay. Two Gentile businessmen meet on the street. One of them says, how's business? The other one says, great. See, he gets it.
That's stupid. That's really stupid. But then that gets a binge. For those that don't get it, two Jewish guys asking about business are usually going to start complaining about their business.
Well, earlier this week, actor Marlon Brando met with Jewish leaders to apologize for comments he made on Larry King Live. Among them that, quote, Hollywood is run by Jews. The Jewish leaders accepted the actor's apology and announced that Brando is now free to work again.
That's good. That gets binge. Easy binge.
Wait a minute, stop right there. Listen, stop right there a minute. Man goes into a restaurant. You listening? A man goes into a restaurant, he sits down, he's having a bowl of soup. He says to the waiter, come, taste the soup. Waiter says, is there something wrong with the soup? He says, taste the soup. He says, is there something wrong with the soup? Is the soup too hot? He says, will you taste the soup? It's wrong. Is the soup too cold? Will you just taste the soup? All right, I'll taste the soup. Where's the spoon? Aha!
That is a cringe. That is so old-timey, terrible humor. I'm sorry. Okay, I laugh because it sucked that much.
A group of Orthodox rabbis declared that other branches of Judaism are, quote, not Judaism at all, thus challenging the religious status of millions of American Jews. This week, that statement was rejected by Reform leader Rabbi Don Schonstein, who said, quote, our legitimacy as Jews flows from the richness of our Jewish lives, the strength of our Jewish communities, and most important of all, our deep and abiding belief in Jesus Christ.
The cutoff of that just made it so much better. Now that gets a binge. Norm Macdonald gets a binge. It's as simple as that. Rest in peace.
Boy, you've seen that what's going on in Israel. Heart-wrenching. The soldiers carrying Jews out of their homes, and hundreds of Jews were screaming. They were screaming, you're doing it wrong. Lift with your knees.
All right. Okay. Let's see how this ends.
I kid the Jews. You know I do. No, it's very sad. They tried everything to get these people to leave. They tried water cannons. They tried special forces. They tried wire cutters. Finally, as a last resort, they had a black family move in next door, and they right out.
Woo! Okay, he saved himself there. He gets the binge. That was wow, that was dark. It was good. Out of all of those clips, I'll give it all a binge. I'll give it a binge. I don't think any of these jokes were offensive, and if they are, I mean, hey, you just can't handle the heat. Just like Jews in 1940s. Anyway, if you like watching me react to Jewish stuff, you'll like this playlist. I react to a bunch of Jewish stuff and entertainment, like Borat, Family Guy, all this stuff, so go watch it.